Are you an executor of an estate? Do you know what you need to do? Being named as the executor of an estate is a significant responsibility. It means that someone has entrusted you with the task of ensuring their final wishes are carried out and their estate is properly managed and distributed. If you find yourself in this position, it is essential to understand what your duties are. So what steps do you need to know as an executor? Understand your role. As an executor, your primary responsibility is to carry out the instructions set out in the deceased will. This includes paying off debts, paying the funeral, distributing assets and liabilities as of the date of death to beneficiaries, and understanding any legal matters related to the estate. This is a role that requires time, patience, and attention to detail. Your first step is to prepare a list of all assets and liabilities of the estate. You will need to make a detailed list of the deceased assets. This includes everything from real estate, vehicles, to personal belongings and financial accounts. You will also need to do a list of all debts of the deceased. A lawyer can help you prepare a statement of assets and liabilities. Then you need to apply for probate. Once you have a list of assets and liabilities, you will need to apply for probate. This is a legal process that requires you the authority to manage the deceased estate, and which is required if the deceased owns real property like land or a house, has an aged care deposit, or monies in the bank over $10,000. Then you need to pay off all debts. Before assets can be distributed to the beneficiaries, the deceased's debts must be paid off. This can include everything from mortgage payments, car loans, to credit card debt and medical bills. Make sure you figure out if any tax returns are to be filed by the deceased. This needs to be attended to before distributing monies to the beneficiaries. Finally, distribute the assets. Once debts have been paid out, you can begin distributing the remaining assets according to the instructions in the will to beneficiaries. Every estate is unique. It is always a good idea to seek legal advice to ensure you're fulfilling your responsibilities as an executor correctly. If you would like to understand more about your responsibilities as an executor, please reach out to Clark Heming Lawyers, and one of our experienced estate lawyers can assist you.